Hello, this is Rashad Janjuri.
I'm Josiah Snake.
And I'm Hasita Nukala.
This is officially our first Viking podcast.
Thank you and welcome.
So this is our first time recording, so bear with us if we don't have too many segments or if we're kind of like fumbling around with everything. But this should be a fun couple of minutes hanging out with us, so I hope you enjoy.
Thanks for
And
listening.
Do you
And
guys-
let's get into it.
Do you guys want to start off with just introducing yourselves? And
Yeah, we can do that.
all right, so do you want to start with? Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So I'm Josiah. I am obviously a student of Lake Stevens High School. I tend to do a lot of things outside and inside of school. Like I am a part of an unreasonable amount of clubs and activities. Like I'm
Too many.
too many. Like Rashad gets on my butt about it like all the time. 'Cause like just as like a sample, I'm part of like video game club, like president there. I'm a treasurer for TSA Club, which you guys should join. It's really fun. Cross country, track, all of that. I'm like ASB. I'm like not trying to gloat here. I'm just like in a lot of things in school and outside of school as well, cuz like I'm in a band and I'm making music with a couple of friends and stuff. I'm working on like game projects and all of that. So I'm typically a kind of like busy person.
An all-you-can-eat buffet. That's what Josiah takes life as.
Yeah. I don't want to miss out on nothing, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. Can you tell me more about TSA, did you say?
Oh, yeah, TSA. It's not the whole, like, plane thing. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a TSA Club, Technology Student Association. Basically, we primarily focus on, like, tech competitions and whatnot. Like, for example, I mentioned I was in a band. The last year, my band decided to join for a music production competition, and we ended up going to state for it, which was really nice. There's also things like video game design, there's like programming, there's writing a children's book. There's a lot of things, and there's, I feel like, something for everybody. So you guys should definitely like check it out if you're interested. At least like check it out, even if you don't think you're gonna be doing it full time, because you might end up finding something you'll enjoy.
That sounds really cool.
Pretty cool.
Yep. Aside from like school related stuff, like some of my interests, I would say is mainly Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I like the games and stuff, and it's cool, and I've been a gamer for a lot of my life.
Yeah,
So,
at
yeah.
this moment he's wearing a Kirby shirt, so we
Don't judge my preferences.
No, just so the viewers get an idea.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Hasitha, what would you like to share?
Well, that'll be a hard one to follow. Let's see. I am an ASB senator for the junior class. I am a student, obviously. I'm a running start student, but I'm also a TA in the library during first period. So if you ever see me in there, come say hi. And I am an FCCLA co-president, and I'm an NHS member. I always forget that there's no J part of it anymore. What else do I do? I like to read books. I watch a lot of TV, just about anything really. And I'm really excited to be here.
That's really cool. What kind of TV shows?
I just watched a true crime documentary,
Ooh,
and then I watched a rom-com
what's that?
TV show, romantic comedy.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Any book preferences?
I like really sad books, honestly, which makes me sound really emo, but I don't know. Good.
Your personality is quite like the opposite of
What I
emo.
look like?
I mean, no, just like the personality you admit. Yeah.
Admit.
Yeah.
It's a lot different than the book she
Yeah,
reads.
because like
Oh, I see.
a lot of the time I see you like smiling and having fun, which is like the complete opposite of what you're saying.
Well, what can I say?
That's pretty cool.
Let's hear what you have, Rashad.
Probably not as much as Josiah and Hasitha.
I wouldn't say that.
but-
Hey, you're the president.
Okay.
Give
well,
it up, people.
Yeah. Okay. ASB president. But I want to say that the Senate does a lot more than I can even come up with. So it's gonna take some time for me to kind of put in some projects so we can help out the school. But yeah.
Okay, just real quick though, saying you don't have that much when you've already proposed 2 projects, one of which being this one, is kind of funny.
Okay, well, Josiah came up with it. But yes, ASB executive president, cross country, one of my favorite sports. Josiah being a part of it.
I'm injured.
Well, he was a part of it and will be a part of it. I love to read. I love to write. Love my friends. Yeah.
Actually, could you add on to that writing part, because I've read a lot of your writing and it's honestly some of the best writing I've like ever read.
I appreciate it.
So like just
Wait,
like
what kind of writing do you do? I'm very
Yeah.
curious.
Okay, well, before it was just more like I was good at like, essays or expository writing, so like I know how to find the words for things. But then I wanted to get into more novels and short stories. The hard part is finishing something, so I have a big journal that's just full of writing. Like it's almost done, but there's no full finishing finished product. But yeah, I hope sometime in my life I'll finish a novel. Yeah, okay, on that note, moving on.
Before
Whoa.
we move on, could you mention the whole like pizza thing you've talked to me about? Because I feel like that would be something really interesting.
Pizza thing. What pizza thing?
You know, like the whole like
Huh?
with your like parent or like grandparents or something, or how like they knew like the owner of like a pizza.
Oh,
that thing. Yeah.
Okay. So there's Cristiano's is a restaurant in Marysville, and it got the #1 pizza place in Snohomish County. And helping out my grandparents' farm, I got to know the owner. So she would come, she would cut flowers to take to the restaurant. She'd have them on display. She's also a very good artist, and she'd bring free pizzas. So kind of got that, and we still get pizzas, though we try not to get them for free. We pay for them. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Free pizza from the best pizza place in Snohomish County.
It's
The
pretty.
Think about
luxury,
that.
man.
Think about that. I don't even have free pizza. Like all the coupons I like have accumulated over the years don't get me free pizza. He doesn't even have to collect
Hey.
like any coupons or anything.
You just got to know the right people. Yeah. Okay. View. That's us. Maybe we'll come up with more stuff when the episodes progress. But this is for now, a little introduction to who we are, and hopefully we'll have Maximilian. He's out today, but he's going to be one of the hosts as well. But now we're going to move on to a more recent topic, breaking down the walls. I think did I do breaking down the walls first, or what day did you do at Hasitha?
I did it on Tuesday.
Tuesday. I did Tuesday too. So
I did Wednesday.
Okay,
So like
so-
you guys.
we can share Tuesday. You can share Wednesday,
Yeah.
and then Hasitha, what did you think about Tuesday's breaking down the walls experience?
It was my first ever breaking down the walls. I thought it was really cool. I loved our advisor. Is that what? Our speaker.
Chaitan?
Yeah.
Chaitan? Yeah.
Chaitan.
Chaitan
yeah.
was really cool. I loved all the stories she shared, and I thought it was very special, especially what we did at the end. Crossing the line, was it?
Yeah.
That was really, really cool.
I know.
It was, and everyone was just so like silent afterwards because you really felt the impact. Like it was just evident in the air. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very good.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I did last year, but the same experience at the end. It's like getting to know who these people really are, because you see people in the hallways, you meet people, you talk to people, you befriend people, but you don't know them on the inside. So it's very special to see behind that and kind of feel more sympathy and empathy for that person, and also to see how much people have in common, both in struggles and in different activities. And as we know, we all have things in common, but I think moving forward in this school year, we need to do something about that. So I think it was a good experience. Josiah, how was your day?
I mean, my day at Breaking Down the Walls was really fun, though it did get cut off because it was the same day as our last cross-country meet, which I didn't even run.
Oh.
But I still went
Yeah.
because, I got to support the homies. But while I was there, I did find it an extremely enjoyable experience. Like, this is my second time doing Breaking Down the Walls, and I kind of forgot how fun it is to come. Throughout junior year, my thoughts on Breaking Down the Walls kind of regressed from being this fun thing to kind of like, oh, it's this thing where you have to like meet new people and like learn about them. But like once I finally did it again, it became like this experience that I feel like everybody will enjoy, even if it does, like, on the surface seem like something that isn't really necessary.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Like over time, even though I did it, like maybe a week later after, it doesn't have the same effect. And at the end of this, there's something that I want to continue the breaking down the walls culture, but we'll talk a little more about our experience and then we'll get to that. Okay, on a more lighthearted note, what were some of the funny things that you experienced? Because, it only got pretty serious at the end, but there were some pretty funny moments. Who wants to go first?
I mean, I'll start first. This is like kind of like not like the main thing I wanted to mention here, but I ended up like devouring like half a pizza or like more on just like my own.
Don't
hungry.
worry, I'm guilty of that too.
It's like the Costco pizzas are so big, but it still feels like you can devour like 3 of them in one sitting.
They just slide down, so it's like, it's okay, it's fine.
Aside from that, on Wednesday we ended up doing a talent show, which I believe is different from what you guys did on Tuesday.
Yeah, we didn't
right?
do that.
Yeah, so Chaitan started a talent show. He asked anybody that wanted to like come down to the floor if they had a talent they wanted to show off and whatnot. And if I remember correctly, nobody came down to the floor for like the first 20 to 30 seconds.
I'm hoping that's not because people don't have talent, because I know they do.
I think everybody was just waiting for somebody to finally go down there.
And did somebody finally go down there?
That was me.
Oh, I bet it was.
Because like I asked my friend Meili, who was sitting in front of me, if I should go down and try to attempt a water bottle flip first try, like just for the lulz, right?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, go do it. And then I was like, okay, bet. I went all the way down. And then right when I started going down, I started seeing like other people come down as well. And once the talent show started rolling, I wanted to go last, right? So I can get like a couple practice flips in. And while everybody else was going through and doing their talents, somebody that I recall very vividly was, for example, like singing a Disney song surprisingly well. Like their voice was really great. And then there were like other people like telling jokes, doing like front flips and all of that. And like I'm over here in the corner just like flipping a water bottle again and again and again.
And that really shows you, like it only takes one person to like step up and like lead the way for others.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for doing that, or else we might have not had a talent show that day.
Yeah. But I kept like just practicing, and I swear it was like I wasn't able to hit a bottle flip. I hit like 3 out of like 20 when practicing, right? And then it was me up last, and then Chin came over and was like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, not confident at all. I was like, "It's whatever happens is fine," right? And then he did this whole introduction for me. He was like, "This is my friend Josiah, and he's about to attempt something really cool." And then he made me say it. I was like, "I'm going to be trying to do a bottle flip first try."
And what was your reaction?
My reaction?
Or no, the crowd's reaction.
Everybody started cheering.
Uh-oh.
And then Chayton was
Pressure.
like, he was fueling the fire. He was like, "Oh, this might be interesting," or something like that. And I went up into like the middle of the floor, and I like kneeled down on one knee, and I was kind of like trying to feel the weight of the bottle. Took like a mini sip just to make sure. Because like I do this a lot when I'm bottle flipping. I'm making sure the weight is just right.
Yeah,
Yep.
the physics have to be on point.
Mr. White would be proud.
Yeah, and then like I did a couple like, like those flicks and whatnot just to
Yep.
kind of like feel it out, and then I just kind of sent it, right?
Yep.
And I swear to you, it didn't like move around too much when it hit the ground. It just flat on the ground and just stuck. And then everybody went bonkers. Like, those like scenes in like when you're watching the Super Bowl, right? When
For
the
sure.
winning team, like everybody on the sideline just like rushes the
Well, that's well deserved.
Yeah,
Like,
that happened.
That's pretty cool.
It was like the most surreal like experience I've had.
Yeah, don't try it again. It's not going to work next time.
Nah, I'm making it work, dude. You don't know how good I am at bottle flipping.
I'll have to see this. We're gonna make it a school sport, okay? We're gonna send out a form. It's gonna be
Bottle flipping competition.
who is in favor. It's gonna be a new club, bottle flipping club.
Dude, honestly, just like a bottle flipping challenge, like in an assembly, would go so hard.
I
It
don't know.
would. Wait, that's a good idea.
We're gonna
We
do
should
that.
jot that down
Yeah,
somewhere.
no. One of you, Mr. President, go talk to Tabor about it, please.
Okay. I'll try. Hasitha, you want to share what
From Tuesday.
we both experienced?
I just wanted. We didn't have a talent show, but this wasn't planned at all either. Or was yours planned?
He gave us like 3 different options
Same
and
with
was
us.
like,
Oh, I see.
yeah, and then we picked B, I think, and that's what the talent show was. I think you guys
Okay.
must have picked something else.
I actually don't remember what we picked or what we did, but what I do remember is that after lunch, everyone just started dancing to this like Cupid line dance, I think, and I thought that was just like the cutest thing. And it was just like everybody was on the floor.
It was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think one of the 3 choices, which is he did give us, it was just that Josiah ended up with a talent show. We ended up with bringing down the staff members that were at our Breaking Down the Walls day, and they're sharing some pretty interesting stuff. We won't share all of it, but I think a few funny things that stuck out. Mine was, why do we have that chicken during the homecoming football game? There might be a certain associate principal starts with a P that might have been involved, but we don't really know. Maybe. He said he might be involved.
What did Pearson do?
I didn't say it was Pearson, but
What did he do?
I don't know. Chicken.
Mr. President,
chicken
I
off
know
the
you
building.
know what he did. Tell us what he did.
Something about a chicken coming off the chicken drive-in. But anyway, what was yours, Asita?
What? No, wait. What?
I can't share that. It's confidential.
It's confidential.
Asita.
I already shared.
No, what was wasn't it the barefoot?
Oh, yes. This was. Wait, but this wasn't for
Yeah,
Breaking Down the Walls.
That wasn't
Was
this
it?
Breaking
for
Down the
Link
Walls.
Leader.
Oh, okay,
It was a
okay.
link leader thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, now that we've mentioned it, you can like briefly
Okay, fine.
Probably
explain.
could.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what happened. It was almost at the very end of Link Leader training. I think they were taking a picture, and then Ivy League comes in, and she starts giving this whole speech, getting us really hyped. And then we notice that she's barefoot. Like, come on. Like, you're really telling me that you're giving a speech and you're just barefoot. That was quite the experience, but
It was really funny.
I know.
It was funny.
Guess we got a casual principal.
Right.
Okay. So what I was saying about Breaking Down the Walls and how a good majority of the school experienced it, not as many as we would like, but it's just not possible to do it in that week and with the capacity. But what I'm hoping is that we can kind of simulate that in daily actions that we take. So I'm going to be sending out probably next week kindness challenge. It's going to be a short list, easy things, and it's just to get us started on this new culture of putting yourself out there, showing kindness, doing things for other people, and kind of being selfless. And it's okay to be a little awkward sometimes. We're teenagers and we think we're adults, but it's okay to be a little awkward and to show some kindness to another person. So that's where hopefully we can get started as well.
Breaking news, Mr. President announces kindness challenge. Everybody starts high-fiving each other in the hallways.
Yeah.
on.
Nobody stands in the middle of the hallway anymore.
Hold on. You said challenge. So is there a prize? Is there a winner?
Speaking of which, you're right. The challenge part. Okay. So when I send it out, you're obviously going to see the instructions, a little hint in it. First 10 people to email me and 15 people to email me and tell me about their experiences. You can't fake it. It's got to be a real experience you had with somebody and you did all those challenges. Email me and I'll clarify what you wrote and you will receive a grand prize after we put your names in a wheel and only 5 people will come out of that. So 5 people, grand prize. Other 10 that sent it in will get a smaller prize. And everyone else that participated, don't worry, you're not left behind. We're going to have more challenges in the future, more times to show your kindness and your Viking pride.
Do you mind telling us what that grand prize is? Or are you going to wait until everybody puts in their thing?
I think we're going to wait. That'd be more fun. Yeah.
Suspense.
Yeah, Miss Tabor will cook up something for us. Yeah, okay. What's next?
I think that's pretty much it for the
Let's
first
see.
episode.
Yeah?
Because this episode is already running a lot longer than we expected.
Right. But
Okay.
we do have a special announcement to make for our next episode. Drumroll, please. We are going to have a special teacher guest. We are going to leave it as a surprise till next week. but I hope you guys are excited. And to end off on a good note, here's a motivational quote.
You're making me read this one.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, Mr. President, how about you read this one?
Okay, if you really want to. Next time you'll read it. Okay. For the culture of being kind, let's read this quote. Treat everyone with politeness and kindness, not because they are nice, but because you are. This is by Roy T. Bennett, an author known for writing about self-improvement and positivity, and his book is The Light in the Heart. And that is the end of our first Viking podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening.
Everybody
Thank
snaps.
you.
Snaps. Thank you for listening. We will be back hopefully next week.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
And by the way, there might be more than one teacher guest.
Yes.
Maybe.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.